Today, I'm going somewhere I haven't been in years. Today we're filming at the church. Alright, who's the best? Who's the best dancer? Bye, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Mocha Mwaka.
Still Mwaka.
It's still Mwaka Bwanji. Just good morning. It was a great morning filming at the church, but it is so intimidating going into a new place like that. Even though we'd been told that they knew we were coming, they knew we would be there, but once you get in there and you have these giant cameras and you're filming people, it feels so awkward. But they were so welcoming. They had us stand up at the front of the room and introduce ourselves and what we're doing. And fortunately someone translated for us because my Nyanja is terrible. And then they sang a song to welcome us. So I think I'm going to need to be welcomed by a song everywhere I go from now on. You know what? It's quiet night, so let's talk about what it is we're actually doing here. This is the first of what will be 3 or 4 trips to Zambia while we follow Conservation South Luangwa as they try to mitigate the effects of the human-wildlife conflict. What is human-wildlife conflict? Well, it's basically anytime humans and wildlife come into conflict. It's probably happening somewhere around you. It's happening around me. I live in Los Angeles. We often have coyotes come into our neighborhoods because we live close to a large park. So often you hear stories in our area about coyotes coming in and killing dogs, about going through people's trash. In Zambia, it's just much more pronounced. Instead of coyotes coming in, it's often elephants. And what the elephants will do is they will come into the areas that the farmers are using to plant their crops, and they will come and eat the crops. And what they don't eat, they tend to destroy on their way in and out. And that creates a lot of conflict with the farmers because that might be their entire supply of food for the year or potentially their entire income source for the year. Now CSL is working incredibly hard to mitigate these conflicts, prevent them before they happen with things like the chili patrollers, with things like electrical fences, with things like smelly fences. And these all take time and effort and money. And it's such a large area that needs help that often the resources are strained. It's an incredibly complex problem, one that is going to take us the full length of a feature documentary to explore. It is intricate and interwoven, and there are so many issues to deal with. But we're hoping that when the documentary is finished, that it will be a tool to inform both people locally in Mfue and surrounding regions, but also to inform and engage a global audience about the human-wildlife conflict and the effects that it has on things like poaching, biodiversity, and even climate change. If you want to learn more about our documentary or ways that you can support either us or any of the partners that we work with, you can find out more in our website, which is listed below. Well, there's nothing else really going on today, so we're just gonna walk down to the coffee shop, have some coffee, have some internet, see what else happens. Bye.